Hi, thank you so much for tuning in. You're watching Closetista. I'm Laura Wasson. This is Emily Kammeyer. She is a hair accessories designer, so we're going to be talking about awesome headbands and hair ties and flowers and all the cool stuff you can use to dress up your look. As you can see, Emily is modeling a beautiful piece right now. And it totally dresses everything up. I think everybody, who doesn't like to wear a cute little thing in their
Anyone
head?
can wear a hair accessory.
Anyone can wear a hair accessory. It doesn't matter what size you are, what your style is, there's a hair accessory for you. So the first thing we're going to talk about is this really, really pretty gray silk organza flower hairpin. It's $246. It's beautiful. It's all handmade, which I think is so special, because how many times you go to a store and you have all these crappy manufactured
Everything's made in
flowers.
China.
It's all made in China. This has personality and is really, really super pretty and light. So why don't you tell us a little about this guy?
So this is silk organza. There are little petals of French netting in here, which I love because it adds a beautiful little texture to it. It's the same material that a lot of people use for birdcage veils, so like this piece. And what I do is I actually hand fray all of the petal edges so that you get this really great texture to it.
Pretty.
And it just kind of stands out and it looks like a blooming flower.
You know, they're actually, the interesting thing, and I was thinking about this, why does this look familiar? Because there are tulips that have this kind of petal. It exists in nature, and you can see when it moves, there's like, it catches the wind really, really nicely.
Well, and silk organza has so much like movement and body to it that you put it in and it just kind of, you know, it's one of those pieces that people see and they're like, oh my gosh, that is amazing, I love it, where did you get it?
So pretty. And so what kind, is this just a regular pin? I guess you can.
So this is just a hairpin. So a lot of times what I will do is I'll do like a low little bun and then I'll put it straight in the bun and you're done.
That's so pretty.
Yeah.
And, you know, Emily does do a lot of stuff for brides, so clearly this would be a beautiful piece for a bride. But also, I mean, how many cocktail dresses does every girl have that's kind of boring?
And the
great way to update it.
Yeah, it's because it's like a steel gray color, it's so easy to go with everything. I even wear it with a t-shirt. Seriously, when I just want something pretty and I want my outfit to look like 10 times better, put something in my hair.
No, I love it. So pretty, $246. I did want to mention, if you have a question for us, please tweet us at Closetista TV. I think we actually got one. I'm going to double check. From Trevo Summer. Loving the product photos of E.L. Kammeyer products on Closetista TV. Love the multicolored bees.
Oh,
we can talk about that. These are so pretty. We have them in leather and really, really nice velvet. Who doesn't love velvet for fall? So tell us about these pretty little guys.
So I call this the queen bee bow, and it's such a cute little perfect hair clip. It's easy to just sweep your hair up, throw it in, and it finishes any outfit. What I originally started with was doing it in leather, and I love the leather. Then I was thinking, fall, and velvet is huge for fall right now.
Always.
We're seeing a lot of it, and we're also seeing a lot of like these mossy greens and the mustard yellows and the mauve. So I just kind of went with some really beautiful fall rich tones and then tried it in velvet.
No, it's so cute, and I mean, who doesn't love a bow? It's so girlish, it's so schoolgirl, and
I love the queen bee. Like the bee just, I think, finishes off the entire thing, and everyone really loves the bee. It seems to be one of the big sellers.
Well, you know, it reminds me of Napoleon, but history buff over here. So I know you use a lot of vintage and vintage type pendants in your work. So tell us a little about that and how that came about.
So when I originally started making pieces when I was a kid, I was just tearing apart anything I could find. I was using old jewelry, buttons from my mom's button box, you name it. I stole it from my parents' house and turned it into clothing, jewelry, hair accessories, you name it. And that really has moved into my current collection. So a lot of my pieces, like on the peacock feather pieces And on the, this is one of my bridal pieces, this vintage earring piece, are all vintage, or I found vintage pieces and I take them to a fabricator and they make more of them for me. And I've had the ability to buy vintage pieces in lots, and so that I can make a number of things. And I think it just adds personality and depth and just like this kind of spark to a piece that something that's new and it was just created doesn't really just add to something like something vintage and beautiful and old.
Yeah, no, totally. I totally agree. And we were talking earlier, I know you're a vintage buff, I am too. I think we're all wearing vintage today, so it's very appropriate. The next thing we're going to talk about are these really, really pretty leather studded headbands. They're 48, all of them. I have to say, I really love the pyramid stud. It's so
I'm obsessed with pyramid studs,
right?
yes.
But obviously, if you're not like a super tough girl or really backer or anything like that, these pretty tiny studs are really nice. So tell us about these. These are new. They're exclusive to Closetista, by the way. You won't find them anywhere else. What is the idea behind these?
So I wear a hair accessory almost every day. Not only because it's what I do, but I think it just adds to every outfit. These to me are the easy, everyday. I didn't want to do my hair when I went to work today. Exactly. I put a headband in. And they're perfect. They finish off your look. You can throw your hair back in a bun and put a headband on. And it's
so chic.
It's so chic, and I think the studs are just a little sparkle. They're not over the top, and they're easy with everything.
And these are really kind of a matte shine. It's not like shiny or anything like that. It's really pretty and super easy to wear.
Yeah, they're just they're easy and they're beautiful and they're chic and it's timeless. It's something that you're going to buy and you're going to keep wearing it because it goes with everything and not because all of a sudden it went out of style.
Exactly. And I think that's obviously, who isn't thinking about that in this economy? I don't want to buy something that's $1 million and then it's going to be useless to me tomorrow.
Well, that's what I find hair accessories very accessible because you can update your entire wardrobe by buying a few accessories. You don't have to buy a new wardrobe. You can buy a couple things and add to it and totally mix it up.
Right. No, and it's so smart too. And we have to talk about these little guys. I'm obsessed with them. This is a set of 3. Emily is wearing the other ones. Pretty gray, light pink, and this really lovely ruby color. The whole set, these are hair ties, is just $12. And I have to say, you can see I'm wearing a really crummy plastic hair tie right now. It's so sad. And then you put this pretty pop of color on. It's almost like a bracelet. It's so elegant.
It goes with your bracelets, and it's just so much prettier than a standard hair tie, which all of us wear on our wrists, like 6 of them every single day. And it wraps in your hair, holds it tight, and it just looks pretty.
So this is felted elastic.
Yeah, so it's actually slightly felted on the back of it, and so it kind of holds in your hair a little better, but it's got a pretty little sheen on the front of it, and it just, it's a great little piece.
And of course, obviously, terrible hair ties always rip your hair, always snags, awful.
We all end up with split ends.
Exactly. Yeah. This will protect your hair while keeping it pretty, which is always a good thing.
No metal pieces. Metal pieces on hair ties end up ravaging your hair.
Yes. So we're going to take a quick break to check Twitter again. Looks like we have some messages coming in. And we have another message from Trevor Sumner. Wow, the bleached feather fan is amazing. Do you do bridal party accessories with custom orders? Can you match a dress? That's actually a very good question.
So this piece started because I had a bride that was getting married, and she had bought a veil and a hair accessory for her reception and wanted to do hair accessories as her gift to her bridesmaids. So I had 3 bridesmaids, and she sent me pictures of their dresses, and I made custom pieces for all of them. And so I do a lot of bridal custom, and I do bridesmaid custom too.
This is really nice. But again, I think the great thing about pieces like this is that you can wear them after the wedding.
Oh yeah.
Which is really nice. Weddings, you invest so much money in something that's really...
Bridesmaid dress? How many times have you worn your bridesmaid's dress again? Not so many.
Not so many. But the wedding was only in July, so I have some time. Anyway, other things to talk about. I think this might be my favorite piece.
I love this one.
The crystal encrusted headband with suede ties. It's just so pretty. It is $90, and I have to say that's such a great deal because you can honestly wear this a whole bunch of different ways, which is kind of great. So tell us a little about this.
So I was really looking to make a piece that looked like a piece of jewelry, but you wore it in your hair. And so I found this beautiful encrusted trim and turned it into a headband. And my hope was that you would knot the ties at the back of your head and kind of have them hang down, kind of like people are doing with the feather extensions.
Yes.
And so you kind of see this little like peak of suede tie. But if you want to, you can tie it in a bow and you can hide it at the back of your head. And that it's really like a piece of jewelry in your hair.
It really is. It's so pretty, and you know, you can wear it as a necklace, you can wear it as a cuff, you can wear it as a belt. It's
you actually could put it around your waist and wear it as a waist belt,
which is great. I mean, how many accessories do you have that actually do multiple things? You probably don't. So before we run out of time, tell us how you got into hair accessory design. And you know, it is a unique field. I think a lot of people do apparel or jewelry. So tell us why hair pieces?
Why hair pieces? So I have a major in creative design and merchandising. And when I was in college, I knew that I wanted to start my own business. So when I first moved to New York, my best friend and I loved making jewelry, hair accessories, sitting in Central Park, and just making beautiful things and sitting in the best park in New York. And then 2 years ago, all of my friends started getting married. I'm from the Midwest, I'm 26, so everyone gets married. And so everyone just started requesting veils and hair accessories, and obviously being a part of someone's wedding is very special. And so started making things for friends. They started referring me to friends, and it just kind of grew into this business before I even realized it. And then all of a sudden I was making a website, and I was going on Etsy, and I'm doing Closetista.
You never know. No, and it's amazing because everything is made by hand, which I think is so special. And word of mouth truly speaks volumes because that's a real vote of confidence. People are telling their friends about you. We are going to take another quick Twitter break. Trevor Sumner again, blowing up Twitter. Thanks for the answer. One other question. Is Miss Kammeyer single? She's gorgeous.
I am not single. I am taken, and I'm actually moving in with him in a month if I ever find an apartment.
Oh man.
Finding an apartment in New York is...
that's an adventure.
Yeah, it's an adventure. We will say adventure.
Well, you might need some hair ties for that. Get your hair out of your face while you're looking for apartments. That's a full-time job.
Moving boxes.
Oh, moving boxes. Well, anyway, thank you so much for joining us. We hope you enjoyed it. Everything is available now. It's live on Closetista. We have a bunch of exclusives like these pretty studded headbands. They're only $48. And we'll see you next week. Thanks so much. Bye.